Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDex and welcome to another Nintendo Switch review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Lightbringer on Nintendo Switch, as I said already. So we're going to be recording this one live, bringing it to you live, so we got some questions from any viewers that might want to ask us later on. But first thing we're going to do is going to show off the game and say what we think of it. Sophie's playing at the minute. So one thing to point out is, which I think is quite curious, is so when Sophie started playing it when I wasn't home, just to capture footage first, and I wanted to delete the file so I could start from the beginning. Sophie had already captured the footage we needed, but I wanted to see the game from the beginning. There is no way to delete your file that I could find, which was very strange. So Sophie's now showing off the first level, which is handy because it's going to tell you the controls. So as you can see there, you can double jump with the B button, but you do get the main feature of this game, which is the boomerang, but we'll get to that. Obviously, I don't know if it's called the Lightbringer or the Boomerang-ite Bringer, so it's either one of them. So what Sophie's doing here, she's replaying levels we've beaten already, but obviously we don't want to show off any later footage. And honestly, we've played about half of the game so far, which is another reason we're not doing a proper review of this. So we're going to do this for about less than half an hour, I imagine, just to get through what we want to say about the game, what we think of it, and any questions people might have, we'll answer. We've got Annika, we got Lemons, we got Ken, Ghost Waffles. Yep, so here we go. So what this is, it's an adventure game. I first saw this game when Cody did a stream of the demo, and it kind of looked a bit Zelda-y, especially with the boomerang, and I was very interested in it. I reached out to the developers and they very kindly gave me a review code, which is what we're doing now. So, and yeah, no, you can always delete your save data in the Switch menu, that is true, but it's just strange that there's no in-game option to do that. So you do things like this, you fall in the water if you want, you pick up blocks, and it's sort of block puzzles like that, but a lot of the puzzles that we've seen anyway revolve around the boomerang, which we will get to soon. So Sophie and I have sort of got the same opinion on this game, and that is, it's kind of, it's not terrible, but there's kind of some areas for improvement on it, I'd say.
Areas for improvement too.
So one thing, as you might notice, is the camera has an isometric view, and you can freely rotate the camera, which is what Sophie's showing off there, but it's always this isometric top-down, and sometimes that doesn't really work in your favour.
You can have you have these viewpoints. I don't know if you saw a moment ago. There was like this little area where you could stand, and it would show you the rest of the level.
Yeah, so you can see ahead that way.
But it's not very clear what you're looking at.
Okay, so one thing I'll do, you got your sister there who's telling you basically the exposition, the story. She talks in rhyme the entire time, which is what I just did. But it's a bit annoying in a way. But it's better rhyming than the Juggler's Tale had.
Yeah, that's true.
So at least it's consistent.
I mean, it might be that something for other people. I don't personally like that sort of thing.
And
unless it's Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, true. And so we're going to get the boomerang soon, I think, which is used to destroy those, because that is the fun part of this game. So as you know, she's been collecting these green gems as well, and there's some red ones as well. For what we've seen, you don't have to collect all of them, but one annoying thing about this is, and we're going to get into what we don't like about the game soon, because I do like the overall structure of it. I do like it's just basically get to the end of the level. You got a boomerang there she's just got, and you use that to solve puzzles. You basically throw it at things, it comes back to you, just like you would with a boomerang. So she's going to use it to destroy some boxes there.
And I love that part. That bit is, I really
So
like.
if Sophie held the left trigger, Now that tells you where it's aiming, and if she holds the Y button, you can see the boomerang goes further, so you can aim it. So another thing though is, if you hold the left trigger again, just hold it, and then use the right stick, you can fine tune your aim. But if you want to throw it far and fine tune it, holding Y and then the stick is kind of awkward, as you'd expect. So make sure you rotate the camera before you charge up your shot. And yeah, the double jump HUD. So now, when you fall down, you've got in the top left your hearts, which is your health. If you run out of health, and this is the big flaw we've got with the game, is there's no checkpoints. So if you die, lose all your health, you start at the very beginning of the level. Now, the annoying thing about that is, all these green gems that we're collecting here, they all come back. So you have to collect them all over again. It's not like you've collected them and so now, you know, the ones you've collected you stay collected. No, you have to basically restart the whole level from scratch, which is kind of annoying because the levels can get quite long later on. And it is very frustrating. Now, you've got, like, there was a hidden health potion in there, which gave her an extra heart. So, again, each time you get hit, every time you fall in the water, that's a heart gone. And there's obviously little secrets, so you don't have to collect everything, which is good. So these bells here basically give you sort of lore to the game. Yeah, lore to the game. So we'll open it up for questions a bit now. I'll carry on. So if anyone wants any questions...
Oh yeah, there's a dodge move, which is pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, so we'll show off some combat in the later levels after you've done this one. But as you know, sometimes the camera can be quite awkward. So you have to sort of move it around to get your angles right. But the fact that it's top down means there'll be times where you can't properly see ahead of you. And you're constantly playing about with the camera. And it's hard to... And as you noticed there, Sophie threw the boomerang and it was not hitting that box. But another time she would. So the boomerang can be inconsistent as well. So you do need to double jump across there. But graphically, I think this looks very nice, other than the camera angles. I mean, it's you know, it's kind of simplistic, but bright colours. Yeah, it's appealing, and yeah, and you do get these sort of indoor sections, so it's not all just greens as well. So you got Christina here. Hello, Christina.
Later on, when you go into like caverns and stuff, there's things that you do in the cavern that might that could affect things outside, which is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of the time with the caverns, it's just to collect the green gems, if you want to collect them all. So there's that whole completionist aspect to it, but you don't have to collect them all to finish the level. And then the red ones, so sometimes going into those caverns is just to get them, but sometimes there will be like a wall you have to lower that affects something in the outer world. So that's the first level completed. We'll now jump to level 4. Yeah.
Because there'll be some combat in that one. And there's a thing, like, it showed the gems going in to open that door, but it doesn't really tell you how many you need to... So I'm guessing you need to collect... So, it's obviously what we have, and it tells you there, and it gives you a best time as well, so you can record that. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, so it tells you on the menu what you've collected in there, but every time you restart a level, you have to do it all from scratch, which I have no problem with. So if you exit the level... menu.
Oh, sorry. I've been playing on the Xbox.
So the A button's in a different place.
There we go.
What do you think of the music?
Fourth level. One is a little...
Fourth level.
Oh, fourth level, sorry.
So
1, 2, 3.
And there we go. Okay, so it's loading. The loading times aren't too long. But and it got a bit glitchy. We have a few saved videos to show you as well.
Yeah, a few
but we will. So that's an explosive barrel. You want to destroy them from afar.
And you see the way they explode outwards, they will hit you.
Yeah.
And they explode on their own.
So here's another example of seeing what the level looks like, so you can sort of plan your routes there.
Yeah, so this one, I mean, I couldn't see them before because maybe it was a little bit bigger, but you can see the where you need to go for this one. Yeah.
So Sophie's going to solve her way through this. So we'll show off this level, then we'll show off the first boss as well. So again, you have quite a lot of those things you need to rotate.
But we don't have the part for it, so we have to go get it.
Yeah. So there are some little puzzly aspects to that as well. So there's a cog there. Let's do that. And then you can't jump as well with it. So, yeah, round to the left.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. And again, when you bring something to somewhere, it automatically goes on. But I found spinning these things could control kind of weird as well.
It's true. Oh,
So,
there we go.
yep, secret. There's an example there of a secret. So that is, I think I missed that the first time I played it.
Dave loves collectibles and games.
I
so
do
this
love
is
collectibles. I do love that there's extra things to get as well.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I do find with rotating these things, it would sometimes stop weirdly and things like that.
There we
Okay,
go.
so there. So again, some more lore. There we go.
Once all the light was drained from the monolith, it started to produce something else. Something dark and hostile.
Oh, that's not in rhyme. It's only the sister that's in rhyme.
Only the sister.
But yeah, I do like the nice little things like the crabs on the beach. You can't
Yeah.
interact with them,
No,
but
they hide under the sand when you go there.
yeah.
I mean, we probably won't get all the lights. That's okay.
No, they don't go for the light. Just yeah.
There we go. There's a guy
And
fishing.
yeah, you got some
can't talk to
NPCs.
them.
Yeah, but it creates sort of like a living world really in that
Yeah.
way. So you
Okay.
need a cog for that one.
Let's go find some cars.
And there's a lock. So this is an example of an enemy here. Now they're basically slimes from Dragon Quest, kind of generic enemies. So that one there has a spiky shield on it. What you need to do is throw the boomerang so it hits them on the way back. So that's where it's exposed. So it's kind of awkward, kind of an awkward position to do it, really, isn't it?
It's very awkward. Hang on
Yeah.
a second. Come here.
But then you'll get some that are just out in the open. You can kill in one hit. Some of them have pots on their head that you have to hit twice. So there's a bit of variety in the enemies. But there are different enemies you get as well later on. So like that, you just hit it from behind. And you
There
can
we
hit.
go.
So here's an indoors bit we'll show. So here's like a cavern. So, I mean, you can't really do much here. Just grab the gear and out you go. Okay, then back. Onto there, really.
I like that the sister kind of looks like I've forgotten her name, but you know Atlantis.
I know of it, yeah.
The lady.
The main one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so again, it's just simple puzzle solving aspects. It does get a bit more complex later on as well. So so now she can go across this bridge.
Give me some lights. Because we don't know how many.
Yeah, so it's like,
Oh no.
oh, okay, there we go. Watch
No
out for that. Watch
way.
out for that. And they explode on their own. Yeah.
But they don't.
So he
seem
goes
to
a
have
few.
these
So there's
ones.
ones with the pots on their head.
Let's just leave that one.
Yeah. Nice.
I like
again,
that you
this
can
is a
hit two
more-
at the same time.
This is
So
a
good.
better example of combat, really. It's a more open area that you can fight them on.
See, I would say that probably took it. Should have taken it off on the way back, but yeah, it doesn't seem to like it. Maybe if I go from behind. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was actually easier going from. There we go. Nice.
Cool.
Let's
So
go. Oh, here we go. There's another indoor bit. So
yeah. So this is it's the same indoor bit. I think this one, but you're in a different position.
okay.
So again, you got these little puzzle things. So again, sort of Zelda-y there. You got to take out all the enemies to open the door.
Not these
Simple
guys.
as that.
No.
So how's it controlling?
I think it controls okay. This bit anyway.
Yeah, it's again. I think
It's
the
just
main.
annoying about these things and trying to get the things off.
Yeah,
It takes so long.
but it's satisfying when you do it though.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like overall, I'd say the puzzles and sort of like how it sort of works is fine, it's good, but it's just the camera is annoying, and as is the lack of checkpoints. Like when you go into a level, you can get to, especially because of how the length of some of them, and when you die, everything you were trying to collect, you have to collect them again.
Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, there we go. Finally.
But yeah, if the levels could have had, say, at least one checkpoint halfway through, then this would, we'd have less complaints.
Was that meant to be the way to get up there?
I don't know. I think you're meant to push that block, but oh no!
I lost the health that I got. Which way do we go? See, we don't know because we can't see.
Yeah, so that's annoying. Like you say, you can't look ahead in here. It seems. Anyway, I was going to go into another example. We won't show, but I will say, there's this bit later on where you're on this moving platform, and you have to throw. There's these fans that can blow you off into the pit, but you've got to throw your boomerang at a switch to turn them off, and it's kind of, you have a very limited amount of time to get past the fan before it turns on again. But because the way the controls are kind of awkward, it's so easy to miss, and then the fans go on again and blow you off, or that you don't turn them off in time. And when you have something like that, and you're having to restart the whole level, collecting everything again, that is kind of when this game does get frustrating.
I would like to checkpoint.
Yeah, just one checkpoint in the level would have been good, or at least have it so.
I was inconsistent with that because I was going from the front to get the mask off. But anyway.
So that was the entrance you came in earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
So could we go out this way? But we cannot see. Let's just go out
Hello?
this way.
Our Nigerian supporter is back. Good to have you back.
Hello. Afalua. Hello.
We're doing a live review of Lightbringer. I think we've said a lot of what we wanted to say.
Yeah. I think the other thing is there are, we briefly mentioned it, but there is glitchy moments where
yes, we've got a video to show on that.
So
it's over the bridge.
Probably. Oh, thank you. I totally forgot where I was going. Okie dokie.
Yeah, sometimes it's like sometimes you'll fool something like that, and it feels like it's not the intended way.
Did we miss a?
Probably.
Should we show off?
Yeah, show off the boss. Let's go back out.
Anyway, you get the gist.
So, here's a boss fight. Hello, Minecraft. So we'll do a show off the boss fight and sort of wrap up the review. If anyone has any questions about the game, feel free to ask them and we'll answer. If no one has any questions, then I think we've said all we need to say.
Yeah, we'll show you
the boss. Then we'll show you those videos we took.
But they'll probably easily fixed, right?
Yeah.
Despite this boss taking such a long time, I did like the idea of the giant hands. It makes me think of Smash Brothers.
Yeah, so giant hands is a very common boss fight in 3D platformers or 3D games. And Mario 64 had them, and Mario Odyssey. And I suppose Mario Galaxy as well with the Boulder Geist. And also Zelda Ocarina of Time had them with Bongo Bongo.
This is so much easier the second time round. I was raging.
Yeah, and the second boss, we've gotten about halfway through the game, but honestly, a lot of the frustrations is what's put us off completing it.
Yeah, it was the lack of checkpoints, really.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating to have to start again when the levels can take a while, especially when there's moments where something later on in a level is frustrating, or you need to know what you're doing for it. Can you hit its eyes when it goes down?
Yeah.
I mean, but what you're doing's working, so.
Either you can hit either hand. There's no. You don't have to kill that hand and then go back to the other hand, which I thought would have been cool to have.
Yeah, because usually in those sorts of boss fights, you take out one at a time. They all have their when you got half the health bar down, that would blow up or something.
But I do notice that as you go on with the fight, the hand is down for a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's quicker. So there you go. Took out that boss. So that's the first boss done. So we've shown off 2 levels and a boss. And yeah.
This is Lightbringer.
That's Lightbringer reviewed.
So pros, I love the look of it. It looks very pretty, and you know the music's okay, and it's Zelda-like with the boomerang and the rolling.
It controls fine, yeah. And it's fun. The levels are fun, all that. But just cons. It's just the camera and the lack of checkpoints.
Yeah, camera, lack of checkpoints.
And having to get all the collectibles again when you sort of die. They're sort of like the problems there. So if we just show off what videos that we took that we wanted to show off.
Sure.
We've got 2 here, so. And then we'll bend it there.
Yeah. So I think, which one was it?
Both, just show both. So we'll show off what we've done on this one.
I can't actually remember which one this one was.
That's right, we'll watch them both and just see why we took the videos.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So this, I don't know if it's intentional. I'm guessing not.
But yeah, these green things that are flying through the air.
They are like shrubbery and grass and stuff.
But if they're meant to be floating around like that, why was that the intention?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again,
because at one point you're like up in the sky, and I thought, oh, maybe that's intentional. But there you go, you can see them again. Yeah,
like stuff like that. It makes you think. Like, even if that is intentional, why would you do that? Yeah. And then look at that was it. 'Cause the grass is moving around as well.
So I think that's something. There's an issue there. But again, that could probably be easily fixed.
And it doesn't affect the gameplay at all.
No, it's just weird to look
distracting. Yeah, so that was Lightbringer. It costs. I'll bring up the prices now. It costs £13.49, €14.99. 14 American dollars 99, 22 Australian dollars 99. So yeah, just a bunch of prices there for you. And Sophie's just carrying on with this game. You enjoying it?
It's okay.
Yeah, cool. So that's basically our quick thoughts on this game. Thank you for joining, everyone. Make sure to click like on this video if you liked it already. And right, so yeah, so thanks for joining, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.